performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what...
There he goes! Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. He wants to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. He is denied. Not get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Baylor's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Looking to throw, it's Turner. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And back to the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone?
Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Grab behind the line. It's McGooligan. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, they're after him. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking for a man. It's Turner. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. The fair catch called for and made. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. got him downfield. Touchdown, Bruin. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Turner. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. And when you think about the defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Hard running there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. that's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll set up to throw. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, UCLA! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. This quarterback part of their running game. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Buying some time as he moves left.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. No
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Turner. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bears decide to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the Bearcats. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bruins will punt this one away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Turner. Fakes the grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. you got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Hines is tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Throws toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bruins!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And the Bears are in the hurry up. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Turner. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. As expected, they're content. The clock and go into halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena.
And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy.
Found the seam on the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Burns. that gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick.
Loose in the middle. He's at the touchdown, UCLA. And once he found... Space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Arizona State.
Dropping back, it's Turner.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bruin. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism.
Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Baylor! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Algier. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
And the defense, got him at the 27. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Bring in the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls away.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the grab. It's Armour. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Algier. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. We've got to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Turner. It's complete to the left. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Armour. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
They give it to him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Give to the running back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. The Bruins send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. To the air, it's Turner. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take... Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Baylor! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Okay, 1-possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. These corners backing off a bit. Got to find a completion on this one. Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time